Right.
Yeah.
So, uno, dos, tres. I'm from Texas. So.
Yeah, I'm from California.
Yeah,
Hablo un poquito en español. Sí.
So here we go. So this is Danny. I met him 4 days ago.
Has that been that long already?
Yeah, it's my fourth
I
day.
guess
So
so,
yeah,
yeah,
and so
yeah.
for me, it's I've learned so much about him from he's on Twitch. I mean, he'll tell you. So
Sure.
I've just learned a lot about.
Do I hold
it,
the mic or you hold it?
You hold it. 'Cause
All
you're,
right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Your show.
It's very much James's show, and I'm honored to be on it. My name is Danny Anduza. I'm a dinosaur paleontologist, and I make my living doing science outreach on a platform called Twitch. I think a lot of you are probably familiar with it. The channel is called Paleontologizing, and yeah, the whole point is to show people what paleontology is actually like. It's a lot like what James here does, actually. So it's been really cool being able to talk to him about all this because, you know, we're like two peas in a pod. We both kind of do the same thing online, and it's been cool to kind of compare notes, and yeah, it's been neat.
I think it's really important to know that like you're in Teach Montana, COVID hit, and then you got into like Twitch. TV is my understanding.
Yeah.
It's very much sports, politics, video games.
Video games especially, yeah.
And you were like, science. Let's do science on this platform. And so, what's that like?
Yeah, so when I first got started, like you said, it was the beginning of COVID, and I was teaching online at the time. So I already had the microphone and the camera and everything, and I met somebody who worked at Twitch, and she introduced me to the platform, and I asked her, like, is anybody doing science on here? And she goes, I don't think so. And I told her, you know, I'm going to try. And she said, yeah, right. And then 5 years later, I do this full time. This is how I make my living. We're able to fund some fieldwork and research and stuff like that with viewer contributions. It's been really cool. And there's a number of different people from my audience who have gone on to start pursuing a career in paleontology, that is like the best compliment I could get, that, you know, like I helped inspire somebody to actually get into this field.
Yeah.
You know, it's been pretty awesome. So I do live streams from the field. I'll be doing one in just a couple hours here from the quarry. I stream live via satellite, which is pretty neat. And yeah, like I said, the whole point is to not just tell people how paleontology is done, but to show them firsthand. And so, yeah, it's been pretty cool. I feel very lucky to be able to do this and make my living at it. It can be really difficult to find ways to make ends meet as a paleontologist, and so being able to do this, something that I really enjoy, is a tremendous honor.
Very good, very good. Yeah. And so so think about that. And like I said, I'm learning more and more because I mean, you do. I mean, I didn't even think it's such bad service, but you use Starlink.
Starlink, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
It
so
works most of the time.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
given that I can't post anything until I get back to Houston, so that's amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so one thing to point out too with you is that it's the personal. You're not preaching to people. You're just like hanging out and talking, right?
Yeah. For the most part, that's the cool thing about Twitch is that, like we said, it's not preaching to the choir. Like nobody goes to Twitch looking for science content. So being able to show people paleontology, show them fieldwork, go over new scientific papers, interview other paleontologists, it's exposing people to stuff that they wouldn't normally be seeing, because they go to that platform to hang out with people and to watch video games and maybe sports and stuff. So showing them science is pretty neat because you're reaching an audience that maybe didn't know that they could ever be interested in science in the first place. So it's pretty cool. It has its challenges for sure, given that not just that people don't have a background in science, that's cool, but given that it's a live broadcast, people are constantly trickling in and trickling out. So I do a lot of repeating myself. Somebody will come in and they go, oh, what's been going on? And so we do a quick recap, that kind of thing. Very different from YouTube, where it's just cut and dry. Here it is, it's edited. It's a lot more, shall we say, unpolished, I think, on Twitch sometimes.
But people like that. They don't want to.
Yeah, like there's a genuineness there that you can't fake, you know. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and the interactivity there is really neat too. That people can come in and ask questions live and get them answered live. And I think that's pretty neat. I wish we lived in a world where more people got an opportunity to speak with scientists and with researchers in different fields. It's neat to have that kind of one-on-one conversation kind of equality. And I know you're very conversational in the way that you present things to your audience, and I think that's really cool, and I'm sure they really appreciate that. So again, there's a lot of similarities between what I do and what you do.
I like that you're like, I wish people were more close to science and can talk to them more. And like,
Yeah.
that's like me saying, I wish I had a yellow shirt on today. Like you're actively doing the thing you wish is happening, making it work out, and you're like, yeah, I just wish more of this would happen. And it's like, yeah, you're doing it, and you're showing others how to do it.
It's like that old Gandhi quote, like, be the change you wish to see in the world. Like, I don't know. I don't have a huge platform. It's not a huge following or anything, but people are really excited about it. And I'm excited to also share this with my paleontological colleagues. So I've been presenting on this at the Society of Vertebrate Paleontology meetings. Hopefully they'll accept my abstract. I'll be able to talk about this in Birmingham this year. But I'm trying to get the idea out there to other fossil scientists, like, hey, this sort of outreach is not that difficult. Like, if I can figure it out, you can do it too. And it's really impactful. Like, people really get a lot out of this. And, sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt to set up the satellite dish and with the solar battery and all that, but it is so worth it in the end.
Yeah, because my fans have to wait till like next month. I mean, You've got season in August, but like you're like right now, right?
Yeah.
But one thing I want to, what I said to you in person earlier when we first met, is that in my mind, other people have like hard, grueling jobs.
Yeah.
And they're out making the world work.
Yep.
And so we're out here doing this, and this is, I mean, what they're doing is amazing, and we're telling them what's going on.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are like, well, we need cutting funding for this. I mean, not to do anything recently right now. I'm just saying in general, there's like a cutting, like, well, here's people. You should know what's going on. And that's why, like I said, I'm so excited that Jim brought us together. I think of, just follow the train. I think of you as like a prophet of paleontology. No, because
I appreciate that.
In the Christianity, like no one finds Jesus when they're like happy. They're usually having a crisis in their life. Like people are online looking around, like I'm kind of bored. What do I find? And then they run by you, and you're like, here's cool stuff. And you're like, I can like, and they walk away like, I've learned something. And that's kind of how people in religion, like they'll kind of stumble into it and they're like, oh, this is pretty cool. Community. Yeah. And so I know it sounds weird, but I also like to frame things in a way that you're out there, literally out in the desert. Preaching message. I mean, this analogy is not really hard to put together for me. I
appreciate that. It's, I don't know. When I was a kid, I just devoured every piece of like paleontological media I could find, and like every documentary that I could get my hands on that showed paleontologists working in the field. Like I was just glued to that, and the idea that I can be part of that now and help produce that for people, I think is that's really meaningful to me. Like and I wish we had this sort of thing when I was a kid, like being able to talk to paleontologists live in the field. I would have gone nuts over that. So it's really cool to be able to provide that in my own clumsy way. So
I like how self-deprecating you are. You're like, not a big deal. Like,
I don't know. I try to be like that because at the end of the day, what we do is not rocket surgery. Like I want to make it seem more approachable to people, and and I also want to get the idea out there that like if you're really interested in paleontology and fieldwork, you can get involved. Like we always need volunteers, and hopefully we've been pretty nice so far.
No, it's just been abuse after abuse. I just like I have been crying in my tent every night. The Tish oh my god, they're so mean to me. I can't wait to drive for 20 hours back to Texas, just in tears on my birthday. Actually, I'm trying.
Happy early birthday, by the way.
No, but no, you have, and that's why. I want to interview not only you but everyone else, but I want people to see we're all from different walks of life, and you're all have the same passion. And so I think paleontology is seen as this like ivory tower thing where you have to be like in a certain place. And I'm like, no, you can. Like he's just like, hey, want to come dig with me? I'm like, yeah, sure. Where do I go? Here's some coordinates, or like that. So that's the thing. That's kind of why I think it's not just my late stage narcissism, but I tell people like, here's the story I'm telling you because I am just like you, like you're saying, and I'm here doing this now. And you can take some time off and do the same thing. So I will be getting, I mean, you can say it here too, but I will be getting all of your information, how to contact you, everything. Whatever you want them to know. Again, I told you earlier, my fans understand unlimited, unabashed, just promotional.
Sure.
Just straight up, like we want the money to show you. They know what this is when they sign up for.
Sure.
And so for me, like just tell them what you do, where you are, and I'll put it in the description as well.
Sure. Yeah. So my channel on Twitch is called Paleontologizing, and basically everything I do online is kind of around that same handle. But the main thing is Twitch. I don't really have a lot of other social media stuff. But yeah, if you're interested in watching live fieldwork, if you're interested in seeing a paleontologist in his office, talk about new scientific papers and answer questions and all of that. It's always a good time. It's family friendly, answer all kinds of different questions. Your level of experience or know-how does not matter. We're welcoming to everybody. It's a safe and, welcoming community for folks of all levels of interest and everything else. So, paleontologizing. It's not the easiest thing to spell, but it's...
It'll be descriptions.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
So, feel free to tune in. It's free to watch. You can subscribe if you want to, but, yeah, it's usually a good time. And I'd be thrilled to see you in chat. Tell me that, just type in that you saw me on Jurassic James's channel, and I'll say hi to you. So, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, we finally found somebody better. Thank you for this translation. But like to give you an idea of the donations you receive, like Jim's chair, like you paid for that. But I found out, I know that seems like a small thing to you, but even I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, let me pay some money for the food. And you're like, oh, you already covered it because it's fans. I'm like, that's so cool. Like that's just something, they know how I get excited. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Well, it's because of the community. Like we've got such a good group of people who watch. People tune in every single day. I have people who've got like 500 plus stream watch streaks. So that's like for maybe 2 years they've been watching every single broadcast without missing one, and that's pretty special. And they've been incredibly generous. Like I said, they've funded some of our field work in Wyoming. If we need things here in the quarry, sometimes they'll pitch in and buy it. Jim's chair was not cheap, and it's a nice chair. And
commander chair of a fleet.
I know, right? Yeah. And so I've been very, very lucky to have such a good group of people that have kind of congealed around what I do, and I would not be able to do that if it were not for those good folks. So I'm very lucky, for sure.
And to quote Optimus Prime, the honor was all mine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll see you guys later.